In this short video, you're going to hear from construction company safety directors about how they improve job site safety climate by strengthening these 8 leading indicators. First, let's learn about the difference between safety culture and job site safety climate.
So the culture being the overall company, and the climate is strictly from the perspective of the employee, the workers in the field. For myself, I have to have 2 separate approaches as the senior safety manager. I have to be able to work with the field trades and coach them and develop the climate with the worker in the field. But then for the culture, I need to bring the management team to develop that and enforce or encourage the climate from the workers.
Overall, I'd like to encourage any leadership of any company to spend as much time as they can visiting the job sites, not visiting job sites to see the progress, see the latest thing that got installed, but to really interact with the workforce on the job site, show them that you care, and show them that you can help correct things. Make yourself approachable. That's the biggest thing. I've been doing this just about 11 years now, and that's very much the best tool for success, was being approachable and making sure that you follow up on things that you tell people you're going to do.
The way that construction works, it's all about production and working quickly. So I think safety culture is kind of slowing it down, making safety more of a priority as a group effort involving all levels to achieve a safe, positive environment.
We've set it up a kind of a tiered system. Superintendents work on site every single day. They're intended to do 3 observations per week. Project managers are intended to do 1 per week, and then the senior management's intended to do 1 per month. So that's a full chain from the worker to safety to PM, completes the circle. More people on the job site, and there's more transparency to what's being seen and being corrected. But now the subcontractor's owner or project manager is aware. They can step in and interact with the employee that might have made the misstep on the job site. They can step in and maybe get some training for that person, provide better equipment for that specific task.
We first started off with the FSL training, Foundations for Safety Leadership. And what I recognized was within the commercial construction industry, employees are advanced not based off of their leadership, but based off of their tenure and or based off of their skills. That's what I recognized that was going to be a benefit for my company, was to take the management out of the field and give them some of those leadership traits. Reviewing the FSL program, that's what we needed.
When it first came out, I got introduced to it, and I took the course, and I loved it. And I was like, this concept is great. And the way it was set up, I'm like, it seems simple, right? And it's like, how do I implement this? After I became the trainer on it, I rolled it out to our whole company. And that, I think, was the initial shift of how we were going to lead in safety and what we needed to do, because now it's the foundations of safety leadership, but we also started to instill that culture of caring. And I would definitely recommend, especially contractors our size, who feel like they don't have the capability to resources to utilize them.
I know when I started in this industry, it was, you're doing this because I said to. And it became very apparent to me very quickly that that doesn't work. People want to feel like they've contributed somehow, some way, and not just following orders all day long. And that's where we found that you can eliminate injuries and get that kind of buy-in, and people want to do the right thing more and more and more when they feel like their opinions matter.
We recognize them for, being a power of example, like always having their safety stuff on, for like looking out for other people that they're working with, for like participating in like accident investigation, or, calling out a hazard, things like that.
So what I've gathered so far is the personal connection seems to be going a long way. Rather than just showing up and saying, hey, where's your safety glasses? Showing up and talking to the person and saying, how was your weekend? What are you working on today? Do you have everything you need? You know, a one-on-one conversation, you don't need to wear your safety glasses, right? After the conversation is done, you're going back to work. Do you have your gloves? Do you have your face shield? No, I don't. All right, well, hey, I'll go run, let's run out to my truck and let's get it. Oh, okay. And after a month of doing that, I'm getting phone calls, texts from all these people on the job sites. Hey, this is coming up, we need this, which is phenomenal.
Most as safety professionals, we look at the science, is what I like to say. We look at fall distances. Oh, well, if this bounced off, it's probably not gonna just go straight. So let's calculate for the fall distance. Let's look at tool tethering. Oh, you got a 50-pound tool, the tether that you put on there is only good for 5. Well, the guy thought he's doing the right thing. Oh, I gotta hook this up. So when they understand the reasoning or the science behind this, they start doing it more. And the only way that's done is through communication.
The mentor and apprentice program that we do is making sure those first and second year apprentices that come in with not a whole lot of experience, giving them someone to kind of ask those any kind of questions they have, someone to kind of fall back onto, you know, identifying that person and making it known to that apprentice that, you know, they can ask questions.
All of our supervisors, the management, and the owners have participated in safety training, supervisor training, production, everything to make sure that safety is now spoken about first before production. It's how are you going to access this? What are you going to do when you get to this location? And then talking about production. And the supervisors and owners get very involved.
All of our indicators were not where they should be. The company could not afford to have a third party come in. And that's really what I liked about CPWR was everything is at no cost. Through the program, we've been able to reduce all of our numbers for the DART rate, the incident rate. We've also reduced our EMR drastically, and I contribute all of that to the development of the climate, which will influence the culture throughout the whole company.